First of all, like I already said this morning, very, very happy with your effort. That was very, very good. If we can keep that up, good things will happen to us. Second of all, we're very happy with your elated mood. Everyone's in a great mood. It's good to see that. The weather's awesome. Hopefully we can have a great session. We're going to go through our usual warm-up, and I'm going to take the keeper for about 10 minutes. Tomas going to do a technical exercise with you, and then we're going to play 8v8v8.
All right, Cam, getting ready for the 2015 Yellow Jacket men's soccer season. Just your early thoughts on the team coming together this fall. A lot of good returning players and a lot of new faces as well.
Yeah, it's been really good this year so far. We've had 2.5 weeks of preseason on our belt already. We have a strong freshman class. I believe that's going to make a big impact to our team this year. We have a lot of key returners that are now more experienced than last year, and that experience is going to offer us a lot in the GNAC this year. The likes of myself and Sam Butterworth and Tom being here for such a time period now, it means a lot to us. We care deeply about this program. This is a choice to be here. What it's meant to be going to my 4th year now, it's something indescribable. Coming to a place like Billings, and this certainly grows on you. It becomes your home away from home, and the team really creates a family that you can really rely on and off the field. And the fact that there's 3 out of 4 potentially of us in the back line this year will hopefully be able to develop a deep connection and provide a solidarity there for the team. The coaches have instilled a philosophy in us to play in the right manner, to be respectful on and off the field. But at the end of the day, just play in the right way, play the beautiful game that it's meant to be played, and just take it step by step. Personally, I just want to play as well as I can for the team, take training session by training session. Coach Alex and Tomas have told us not to look too far ahead, not to get ahead of ourselves, and just take each day as it comes and look forward to the tasks ahead.
I think the biggest thing for us this year is we've had a great start to preseason. Near enough all of the guys turned up for preseason with Nick Petweet, so that was awesome. I think a lot of the returners have really stepped up. You know, the freshmen that have become sophomores, they're growing into leaders and they're growing as guys into young men, and you can really see that it's the little things that are really starting to pay off. You know, when we leave the field, the guys are doing everything they can to be better, whether it's nutrition, resting right, getting in the training room. Just everything's that little bit better, and I think the squad that we have, we can do big things this year, so I'm just really excited. Coming in last year was just, everything was so new, so it felt like the season went by so fast, and it really does. You know, 2 games a week, there's no time to not give your all and to make mistakes or to sort of dwell on things. So this year, you know, I understand how everything works, how the record system works, and we'll be giving our all into every single game and just taking it game by game. And like you said before, really try and improve on that winning. Well, we want to have a big winning record this year, and I definitely think we have everything to do that this year. So it's going to be good. So there's a lot of new guys coming in. I think especially we have Guido coming in, who's an older guy. You know, he's been around, he's very experienced on the football field. That's a great recruit for us. And even the younger guys, they've come in, they've shown that they're hungry, they're willing to work, and they're really embracing themselves in the culture here at MSUB and what we're about, you know, what our coaches tell us, especially everything the institution's about, you know, hard work and dedication, and you know, it's a family atmosphere, and they've come in, and it doesn't feel like I've only known them 2 weeks. You know, it feels like I've known them almost 2 years. So it's really good. Our schedule and our conference is very, very tough. Every game is physically demanding. Teams just go and go and go and go right from the first to the last minute of the match, and there's a lot of quality in our conference in terms of playing ability and individual players. So. Having said that, I think we've got a very, very good squad across the board, and I'm just super excited to get tested, you know, in these upcoming matches and take some momentum into the GNAC. And just like I said, game by game, we want to improve on that record, and you know, at the end of the season, we want to be GNAC champions, and I think we have everything we need to get there. So excited.
I fit in very well with the guys. You know, I came 2 weeks earlier before preseason. And we practiced with most of the team, so I got to know everyone before. And the preseason so far went very well. We're working very hard. training is very hard as well. We have 2 sessions a day, so it's a little bit demanding, but I'm sure it will benefit us in the long term. I mean, it's my last season, so I definitely want to do the best I possibly can. I want to start well in the preseason and just make sure to play well the whole season, and I'm sure that we'll do well.
Now, you're a native of Italy. There's a lot of international players on the team.
Yeah.
Talk about all the different cultures and the way that all the different styles of soccer come together on the pitch.
I mean, myself, I speak 4 or 5 languages, so I'm used to be around different people that speak different languages. I think that it's definitely a good thing, off the field and also on the field. And I'm sure that it's going to be our strength.
Well, we're very excited to have everyone back. It's been a long wait, short season, and then followed by a very, very long wait. Coaching staff is excited. The players are very, very excited. Just glad to be back on campus. Glad to be able to go back out to the field. And for the first couple of days of preseason, they've been working extremely hard. Had a very, very hard workout this morning, stair workout. No complaining, no moaning, and that's exactly what we want from our guys. We're trying to take it step by step. We're not really trying to have goals that are too far away from us. We want to take it one session at a time and try to improve session by session, day by day, working together as a team. And so far, the team seems to have come together pretty well. Of course, we still have a long ways to go before we have our first preseason game and then our first regular season game. But so far, it's coming together very nicely. Well, I think it's going to be extremely important for us, if we want to be successful this season, to have their leadership. These guys know all the ins and outs of our program. They can relay that information to the newcomers. They know what to expect when it comes to our coaching. So it's vital for us to be able to fall back on them at times as well, when it gets a little rough, because that happens during a season. But also not to get carried away if we start winning. So, like I said, having those guys around and knowing those guys is very, very important for us. We have been able to add a couple of transfer players, but maybe one who stands out in terms of leadership is Guido Riffeser, coming over from Nova Southeastern in Florida. He's been outstanding in preseason so far. He's been, almost behaving like a captain. So having him has been a blessing, and he's also going to be one of the guys that we're going to rely on, just like we rely on guys like Cameron Lee, Sam Butterworth, Tom Lohman, Tom Saltwell.
And the guy you just mentioned, Tom Lohman, he and Rhys Lambert were new to the program last season, but they came right in, picked up really quickly, became starters for you immediately. Now in their second year, what are your expectations of those guys?
Well, first of all, they're going to have to work hard in preseason just like everybody else. But if possible, I'd like them to pick it up where they left it at the end of last season. They had very, very good first seasons here at MSUB, and if possible, we would like them to build on that. Now, in preseason, everybody starts from scratch. So all 11 players that are going to start for a first preseason game against Lethbridge for the first regular season game are going to have to earn their starting spots. And every player that comes into the game is going to have to earn every single minute that they play. Every player who travels is going to have to earn their spot on the bus or on the plane. So everything is there to be played for, to be worked very, very hard for. So. Like I said, they've been working very, very hard so far, and there's going to be no givens. And even the guys that have been in the program for a little bit longer know that. Well, we have 11 or 12 new guys coming in, 11 completely newcomers. We've got Kyle Davis coming back, who we lost after last fall. Great for the guys because he's an absolutely fantastic team member. But we did bring in 8 freshmen. We thought it would be important to build a program around guys that would be with us for an extended period of time, who would buy into our philosophy, and who wouldn't just be here for 1 or 2 years. Even although, of course, for us it's important to have that little bit of extra experience come in after 2 years, maybe from junior college, maybe transferring in from another school. But we have Ricardo Palomino coming in, Guido obviously, and then also Eli Herman as transfers. Ricardo had a very good season at Northeastern State in Oklahoma. Hopefully he's going to be able to repeat that here at MSUB. And then the 8 freshmen, have come in and they've hit the ground running. There's no one so far out of that group of 8 who's been slacking. They're all working their tails off. They're all working towards getting minutes, which is exactly what we want from those guys. I don't want to name any of them in particular, but very, very pleased with them up until this point. Well, one of the main themes of our preseason this year is to take it training session by training session, day by day, and to try to improve day by day, session by session, inch by inch, really. And we don't want to set goals that are too far away from us, too far ahead of us. Obviously, we are starting to work towards a starting 11. That's going to play against Lethbridge, which is our first preseason game. And those games, those 3 preseason games against Northwest College and against Western Nebraska College are going to help us, obviously, against Cal State San Marcos. And preseason games are the preseason games. We will try different things in those games. But the most important thing is that first regular season game. The Rimrock Classic, obviously, we're going to be able to play in front of a home crowd. It's the second year in a row that we're organizing that tournament, which is absolutely fantastic. We're able to bring high-quality teams, programs to Billings, Montana. I hope that people will come out to support us because it's going to be a great opportunity for us to show the Billings community what we have. But again, I'll go back to what I said earlier. The most important thing for us at this moment in time is this afternoon session.